YouTube, the first video of the day is idiot streamers who got caught cheating live.
From using aimbot during a live CSGO tournament to completing Super Mario 64 with a see-through blindfold, these are the dumbest streamers who are caught in 4K cheating, beginning with Elm0, who accidentally left his aimbot on whilst trying out for a professional esports team. Up until this point, Elm0 had built up a respectable 3,000 Twitch followers for his impressive Apex Legends gameplay. However, while trialing for the pro team Zenith, judges noticed that his aim was almost too impressive. And while this first kill was arguably still possible without aimbot, his next kill was significantly more suspicious. Elm0.
I love when I get killed by people in Call of Duty like this and I call out cheat. My friends, they say, no, he just got lucky. It drives me so mad. Like, let me have it. Even if he just got lucky or even if he has skills, let me call him a cheater and let's end the day there.
Shoots through the wall as if he already knew where the enemy was before locking onto the player with near perfect accuracy. Elm0 was instantly called out in a Twitter post reading, "How are people streaming cheats in Scrims LMAO?" which received a response explaining that he was known for cheating on PUBG in the past.
One of my accounts was banned from PUBG. I was banned by the PUBG Corp for, my ban message said hacking.
Determined to expose Elm0 for good, another clip was tweeted of him warming up for the match, in which his aim was once again robotically accurate. And with the evidence seeming conclusive, Zenith Esports would make a tweet explaining that Elm0 was not contracted with us and has been removed from our trial process, which was followed by Elm0 deleting all of his social media before disappearing from the internet. Semper0311 was even stupider, as after going live playing the game Destiny 2, he'd forget to hide the aimbot program altogether.
Yep. It slips. Eventually, it slips. Wait. I mean the cheat!
At the time, he was streaming to a small audience of only 16 people. However, this was enough for one of his viewers to notice the fishy gameplay. Writing in the chat, "Is that aimbot?" On your screen, it has like red squares around them. Semper was dumb enough to read the comments out loud.
My screen has red squares around them.
And after pretending to be confused for a couple of seconds, the stream ended abruptly and the footage was deleted. In the days that followed, Semper denied cheating and threatened to ban anyone bringing it up.
No, it's not. No, it's not. And I didn't, dude. If you want to get banned, you can keep saying that.
Yet after being pressured by the audience, Semper admitted to cheating in the weakest way possible.
There was wall hacks on my computer yesterday on stream. Like, there were wall hacks on stream. I don't know where the wall hack program comes from, but it was there. I'm not denying that. I just don't know how they got there.
However, at least
this is always this, like, I'm not denying there are cheats on my PC. I don't know how they're there. Or that girl, remember?
Eventually admitted to some kind of wrongdoing, as the next person blamed her cheating on a non-existent person. The streamer in question went by the name of Miss Q Gemini, and just prior to being exposed, she'd stated that people often called her a cheater simply because she was female.
You know what's really sad? That sometimes, because I'm female in Counter-Strike, people are like, "You're cheating!"
However, the real reason behind why she was called a cheater revealed itself just minutes later, as she'd begin her first CSGO game on the stream with wall hacks enabled.
Ah, what? They're mid. Mid.
To be. I'm going back to B.
Oh my god.
After dying in the game, she'd come to notice her colossal-sized mistake and attempted to play the whole thing off by stating that she had some weird glitch.
Do you guys ever get that weird glitch in CSGO where it shows your rank, that it shows everyone's rank? I played the other day with Rock and he got that and now I have it. I don't know what's...
She's putting Rock...
Why? It's weird.
Which was then followed by Miss Q Gemini, stating that someone named Clara had been playing on her computer earlier that day.
Wait, Clara! Hold on. Clara, give me 1 second. Clara, let me just message this girl. Give me 1 second. Why is this on my computer right now? Where is this? How do I close this? I need to text my friend Clara right now. She was at my house earlier today. I'm literally gonna kill her. She promised me she didn't use it on my PC. Clara, out of all people, this is what happens when you let people use your PC.
Realizing that there was no getting out of this, Miss Q Gemini began to trade all of her items to a brand new account, yet unfortunately this wouldn't stop a Twitch ban, which happened later that day. And while it's certainly shameless to blame a friend for the hacks on your your computer. It's not nearly as shameless as aimbotting during a professional CSGO tournament.
This is the worst. If you do it like privately and you go live and you get caught, the harm is done for yourself and that's it. But you're putting a whole organization here. Your teammates, the organization, the name of the team, everyone behind it.
Tournament, which is what would happen in the case of Optic Forsaken. Forsaken had joined the Indian Optic group in May 2018, and in the 5 games played after joining, Forsaken had always placed either second or first. While many assume that Forsaken was nothing more than a very talented player, it will be after flying to a $100,000 prized professional tournament in Shanghai, China, that Optic Forsaken was exposed brutally. The tournament began with Forsaken taking large breaks in the warm-up rounds, as if he was trying to set something up on his computer in the background, yet it would only be after the main matches began that Forsaken's plays became incredibly suspicious. This first strange flick into the ground was followed by countless examples of him locking perfectly onto the enemy,
Whenever I see this movement where like they move from one enemy to another perfectly, this is always triggering because that's not how a human brain works every time. You can get like a couple of times, but...
And while there was a chance that some of these kills could still be made by a high-level player, it will be with one final matchup that Forsaken's aimbot became obvious. After locking onto the enemy through a wall, event organizers called a timeout.
Exactly. How did he know exactly that he's going up that box? Like this. And I had these scenes too in other games. And I would play against a player who downloaded hacks and whatnot. And I'd be like, how did he see me and stuff? Come on, Bunny, they just tracked you behind it like they knew where you're going. They saw your head or whatever.
Event organizers called a timeout, and officials made their way over to Forsaken's computer to figure out if he was cheating. At first, Forsaken refused access to his computer, however the officials would ignore this and look anyway, during which Forsaken kept pushing them away from his computer while he tried to delete the aimbot right in front of their faces. Despite having traveled all the way from India, Forsaken and the whole Optic team were instantly disqualified from the tournament, which became even worse when Forsaken issued a public statement explaining that neither his team, manager or coach had even the faintest idea that he was hacking. The scandal eventually resulted in Optic India shutting down altogether, but Forsaken isn't the only person in this video to cheat in a professional tournament. Because during a professional Fortnite tournament with a $500,000 prize, the following scenario happened to a player.
Plus you cheat and you steal someone else's money who deserves it more than you. Shame. Mad.
By the name of Marky Locuris.
Sad.
No.
He's not dying.
Despite being down and finished countless times by his opponent, a glitch prevented Marky from being eliminated. Whilst being revived, Marky told his teammate to keep quiet about what had happened, which was followed by the two unfairly killing the player who had downed Marky originally. After continuing to play normally, Marky was approached by event organizers who asked him to leave the match, yet he'd refused, stating that what had happened was a glitch and was part of the game. While he would eventually give up and leave, this prompted discussion online about whether Marky had cheated or not. I don't think he is cheating, I think he just went with it. All these kids saying he wasn't cheating. He knew he wasn't taking damage and got revived and continued the game even though he should have died. That's considered an exploit and is cheating.
Even if it wasn't like an actual cheat, the game glitched, it's an exploit, it's not fair. Once something is not fair, call it out. Call it out.
Fun fact, the first clip was actually a glitch, but he decided to abuse it. There was certainly an argument for whether or not Marky's behavior constituted cheating. However, the same couldn't be said for Captain Baldy, who accidentally showed his aimbot whilst trying to prove that he wasn't cheating. Up until this point, Captain Baldy had built up a Warzone kill death rate.
He's in this, like, you can clearly really see that's a cheat. Come on, nobody has eagle eyes. You're not an eagle, you're a human.
Two. Yet similar to the Apex Legends player in the beginning, Captain Baldy will be called out on Twitter after locking onto an enemy who was running behind a wall. Another clip then surfaced where Captain Baldy displayed suspiciously accurate shooting.
They don't shoot in Call of Duty, Bunny. No. Play Warzone, Bunny. He just got lucky. He's just better than you, Bunny.
And
He's
as a
just
result,
better.
his chat began to fill with people calling him a cheater. Determined to prove his innocence, Captain Baldy agreed to show his task manager,
Look,
yet
he's playing on a
hilariously seemed to
controller on
instead tap the key
PC. That's
which
what
brought
he's
up his
doing.
cheat menu.
Task manager? Yo, they want my task manager? Hold up. Control delete.
No, control delete task manager.
Control delete. Hey.
Oh my god.
The chat then mocked
Oh my
Captain
God.
Baldy relentlessly, which was followed by a live Warzone ban later in the stream.
Disconnected from COD.
Oh, I'm God. This is like, if you're like getting banned because of cheating is one thing, but doing it live and you're still streaming while this is happening and the chat is typing, the shame. I'll die.
Damn.
I'll disappear.
With the Captain Baldy
I
saga
can't.
ending with the deletion of his entire Twitch channel.
So
Getting caught while
embarrassing.
checking the task manager was a trend continued by Call of Duty streamer Young, although he didn't take his expose as humbly as Captain Baldy did. Young's viewers noticed that he always seemed to know where the enemy was coming from, so just like our last cheater, the audience requested that he show his task manager. Now, Young wasn't dumb enough to bring up the entire cheat menu, however, after accessing the task manager, his stream display bugged out and showed a second window where his hacks could be seen clearly. After being banned from Call of Duty, Young would take to his Twitter on which he'd make an idiotically arrogant tweet reading, "Got mad free press tonight, over 2k views overall. Some people even posted my gameplay online. Thanks for the shoutouts, people, really appreciate the help." Although these 2,000 views worth of free press didn't contribute to the long-term growth of his career, as Young hasn't gone live on Twitch ever since. However, Young still looks like a genius in
This is when I was thinking like every kind of shout out or exposure is good even if it's bad for creators and whatnot. Not in the cheating case, bro.
comparison to Twisted Bear, whose Twitch description boldly claimed that he was the top Modern Warfare player. The reason for this claim would become apparent in July of 2020 when he'd go live displaying his skills, only he completely forgot that he had his wall hacks on. The end to Twisted Bear's career was then unbelievably quick. He was banned from Call of Duty, then Twitch, and was never heard from ever again. But this is what separates Twisted Bear from the next cheater, Mr. Golds, who made a much larger
God, he looks like a friend of mine that I haven't seen like for 15 years.
spectacle over his cheating ban. Mr. Golds was a much more significant figure in the Call of Duty community, sporting a Twitch follower count of over 50,000. During a live stream to an audience of approximately 1,700 people, Mr. Golds brought up his task manager before beginning to brag about how he was so good at Call of Duty that he didn't need to cheat.
Is it the first time you see someone good at the game? Have you ever seen anyone playing like me? Like,
See, he doesn't even, he has an accent. Maybe it's him.
Although he didn't seem to notice that he'd also accidentally brought up his cheat menu on which he had aim at enemies turned on. Despite having 1,800 viewers at the time, almost nobody was talking in the chat or calling him out for it, showing that he was probably also viewbotting. However, while the chat remained pretty quiet, the incident was shared to Twitter where it received over 2,000 likes and 700 retweets. After being temporarily banned from Call of Duty and Twitch,
Imagine having 1.8 thousand like viewers and having a dead chat, bro. Like,
Golds would upload an apology video
seen
in
those
which he'd state that he
streams.
didn't mean to download the
like,
cheats.
I truly am sorry about it. I
I
didn't
had
mean
so
to.
many
What does he
viewers.
mean, I didn't mean to? You don't download and use cheats without meaning to. I mean, come on, buddy.
Before going on to try and convince his audience that this wasn't who he was,
This is not who I am. This is really not who I am.
despite having cheated for months in the
Really?
lead up to his expose. These days, Mr. Gold's Twitch channel is an advertisement for big cryptocurrency giveaways from Tesla, which sounds like an even bigger scam than his wall hacks. However, a more interesting question to ponder is what happens when a game developer gets caught cheating on his own game. This is what happened to Autonil, the H1Z1 tech
Bruh, no, you don't do that. Bruh. Like, nah, what are you doing? This is your creation. This is the thing you did. You hustled to make. And you're ready to destroy it all.
technical director, who was caught using invisibility whilst live on stream.
It's fine to direct a game and still be bad at it. It is really fine. You don't have to be the best player if you made a game. You don't have to be the best player in that game. Let others be. It's fine if you suck at it.
You can't see me? Oh my god, am I hidden?
Cheating, yeah,
Oh my
cheating.
god.
Yet, judging from his reaction, the cheat had definitely been left on accidentally.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry, guys.
Damn, I actually feel for the dev. You can tell he felt really bad.
Felt
Poor
bad,
guy,
yeah.
lol. However, there was absolutely no accidents coming from FaZe Jarvis,
bad he
who was
got
given
caught.
a lifetime ban on Fortnite after cheating publicly. On the 4th of November 2019, FaZe Jarvis would upload a video titled Fortnite Gave Me Aimbot, in which he'd explained that he
What a glitch. It gave him aimbot. The
was
whole
given
game.
hacks by an unknown person in random
Best
duos.
glitch
Something
ever.
crazy actually happened. I got in a random duos game and he was telling me like he can get aimbot and everything.
And that he was going to test the hacks for his video.
This is what happens. Look, aimbot, FOV, aimbot. I don't know what half this stuff means, but it's actually about to be lit. We're about to pop off.
Over the following 7 minutes, Jarvis lit up every single person in the lobby with his insane aimbot accuracy.
Oh my gosh, man. Oh!
They're acting as if like you just downloaded an aimbot. And now you're acting as if it's a part of the game.
Oh! I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what?
Whilst explaining that he was using a new account and a new computer so he wouldn't get banned.
Obviously, I don't want to have aimbot on my main account. I had to go on a new PC. Like, I don't want to get my main PC banned.
Jarvis finished the video by once again reiterating that you shouldn't hack and that his dummy account was most certainly going to get banned.
Never use aimbot, okay? Never do it. You're gonna get banned. I'm 100% gonna get banned on this account.
Yet he probably didn't expect that Fortnite would watch his video and ban every single one of his accounts permanently. In the days that followed, Jarvis would upload.
That's what happens. You don't just get banned on one account. You completely entire and you blasted your face on it too. Good job.
A new video titled I've been banned from Fortnite, I'm sorry, in which he'd explained that he could no longer play the game.
I've actually been permanently banned on Fortnite for life. Recently, I posted some videos of me using aimbot. It didn't even cross my mind to think that I could be banned for life on Fortnite.
Before stating that he was extremely sorry for his
So dumb.
actions.
You know, it's obvious that I made a massive mistake. And of course, I would never think about doing anything like
To be honest with you, I like this kid, at least he admitted and he said that he's using it and he had maybe thought it's content, it's a good idea to do that, not thinking about the consequences. And you can clearly see that he's feeling bad about it, you know? It's not like he was lying about it. He said it, but he didn't think the worst is gonna happen.
this again. I know now how big of a mistake this was, and like, it's just, there's nothing.
I'm sorry, I really feel bad for this guy. Can they give him like a second chance? I don't know. I'm sad for him.
The video accompanied a tweet by Jarvis reading, I'm going to take accountability for my actions and I understand completely why this has happened. I just wish I had known how severe the consequences were at the time and I would have never thought about doing it. I love all of you who still support me. This is not the end.
It's okay, there is other games. Okay, Fortnite is not the only game. You got this. You can cheat in other games too.
And while Jarvis did seem quite apologetic for his actions, Fortnite would make an example out of Jarvis by banning any new accounts that he tried to create. The interesting thing is, Jarvis's punishment was still less severe than Super Fast Jellyfish, who might have the craziest
Super fast jellyfish.
cheating story in this whole video. Superfast Jellyfish was a Super Mario 64 speedrunner who wanted to join the exclusive 9-person list of Super Mario players who had completed the game whilst blindfolded. In the lead up to his blindfolded attempts, Superfast Jellyfish had been playing Super Mario 64 for 3.5 years, leading him to believe that he had enough experience to beat the game without eyesight, and apparently he was correct, as he'd successfully complete the blindfolded challenge after only 3 tries. However, his ability to complete the challenge with such ease prompted a user by the name of CharlieBrown64 to upload a video titled "Obvious Cheater Fakes Blindfolded Super Mario 64 Speedrun," in which he tears Superfast Jellyfish's run to absolute shreds.
Only a true gamer such as this man would be able to somehow sidestep this Goomba, quickly make his way up the path, and then do this long jump to the next red, all completely blindfolded and with absolutely no setup necessary.
come on,
Not
man,
only
you
does
can
he somehow
clearly
know
see.
exactly where the 1-up box is, but he also knows exactly what direction the 1-up will go in once it spawns, something completely determined by RNG. Then, after chasing it on a moving platform for a completely arbitrary amount of time, he somehow knows exactly when and where to jump to the left.
come
Watch
on,
now as he
man.
somehow knows exactly where he is on the spinning platform and knows exactly where the first pole is. Again, anyone who is actually blindfolded here would have probably just kept holding left and run off. However, this guy is able to make a completely random amount of adjustments to make it onto the pole.
19 days after Charlie Brown would upload his expose, Superfast Jellyfish uploaded a bizarre apology video in which he tried to claim that the run had been faked deliberately.
That speed run was purposely fake. It was
Really? Oh, really? Thanks,
Yet
Damer.
nobody
Thank you for
seemed
the
to buy any
100.
of his lies, as Superfast Jellyfish's time in the spotlight ended with a dislike ratio of over 95%.
Obviously, it was fake, and I knew it was fake.
These are
And I did it like that because no reason. He didn't even give a reason. Did
From
he even
using
give a
aimbot.
reason? Did he even give a reason? Why?
speed run was
uploaded a bizarre apology video in which he tried to claim that the run had been faked deliberately.
that speed run
Why?
was purposely fake. It was
Why?
purposely fake.
Yet nobody seemed to buy any of his lies, as Superfast Jellyfish's time in the spotlight ended with a dislike ratio of over 95%.
But why? But why? Why? Why was it purposefully fake? Why? No reason? Okay, I guess that's the reason. Great, you were forgiven.